Hello again, everyone. This is American Idioms, part 134. This is part 134 in my American Idiom series, and like the others, I'll present five idioms to you, numbered 666 to 670. But first, I'll give you a chance to guess their meanings. Then I'll give you the answers along with an additional example for each new idiom. I also recommend that you pause the video at each question to give yourself some extra time to think of the answers. So, are you ready? Okay, here we go. Number 666, to be open to something. And the example is, I was very happy that my boss was open to my suggestions about how to save time on our next project. Can you guess the meaning? And the answer here is B, to be receptive of something that comes from outside of oneself. Basically, it means that you're willing to listen to or be open to ideas or suggestions or advice from outside of yourself, meaning someone else is giving them to you. Like in our example, they're talking about how this person was giving suggestions to their boss, and the boss was listening to this person and they were open to it. They were willing to think about it. Okay, this is what it means if you're open to something. Like our next example. My wife was not open to my suggestions about how to decorate the kitchen. That's her room. In this case, it's the opposite. This person's wife was not open to the suggestions that this person was making. Okay. She wasn't considering them. She wasn't receptive to them. Okay. This is what it means. Right now for number 667, to root out something. And the example is, the principal has promised to root out all of the troublemakers at our school. Can you guess the meaning? And the answer here is C, to find the source of a problem and eliminate it completely. To root it out, as we say, like taking out roots in a garden, right? You look for the roots of a weed in the garden and you grab it and you root it out. You take it out. Like this example with the principal at this school, they are going to look for and find the troublemakers and then root them out. In other words, get rid of them, eliminate them. Here's another example. The city police have tried to root out all of the crime in my neighborhood. The problem is very bad. So I think they need help from the state. So in this case, the police, the city police here, were trying to get rid of or to find and eliminate all the crime that was in this person's neighborhood. But they needed help because it was too big of a problem. Okay? They were trying to eliminate or root out this problem, crime. Okay, now for number 668, on the lookout for something. And the example is, because of all of the bank robberies lately, the authorities are on the lookout for anyone behaving suspiciously near the banks in the city. Can you guess the meaning? And the answer here is A, to be alert, watchful, and actively searching for something, meaning you're on the lookout for something. Like in our example, the authorities here were trying to watch or they're actively searching for people that look suspicious near banks because of the bank robberies. Okay. They were on the lookout for these suspicious looking people. Okay. This is what it means if you're on the lookout for something. Like our next example, my dad collects old cars. So he is always on the lookout for vintage automobiles on sale. So this person's father is actively seeking or searching for these vintage or old automobiles, right? Because he collects cars. Okay. He's on the lookout for them. Eh, All right. Now for number 669, in a tizzy. And the example is our manager is always in a tizzy every time there is a deadline approaching. Can you guess the meaning? And the answer here is B. Be in a state of nervous excitement, especially over something. You're nervous about something, okay? And in our example, this person's manager is very nervous with this deadline, any deadline that they have that's approaching, okay? So he's always in a tizzy, as we say, okay? Here's another example. My son was in a tizzy last night because the power went out all of a sudden while he was working on his term paper, which was due today. So this person's son was in a state of excitement when the power went out, right? Because he was trying to get his term paper done because it was due the next day. Okay, so he was in a tizzy. He was very excited about this. Okay, usually in a nervous way. Got it. And our final idiom, number 670, a reality check. And the example is my team's embarrassing loss last night was a reality check for them because now they know that they aren't as great as they thought they were. Can you guess the meaning? And the correct answer is B, an outcome that forces people to accept or reevaluate the reality of their position or situation. In our example here, the reality check was the team's embarrassing loss because they thought they were better than they were. Okay. Because of the loss. So the loss was their reality check. They were forced to accept this. Like our next example, I thought I could afford to buy a new house, but I got a reality check when I saw the prices of a few new houses for sale in my area. We have another reality check here. This person thought they could afford a new house, but the reality check was the high prices of these houses. So he was forced to accept this result. Got it? That's all for this video. Thanks again for subscribing and please like and share the video to support the channel. And do you want a reality check? The reality check is you better keep practicing. See you next time.